Two, three. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another showing of the Midnight Broadcast Network on YouTube. My name is Slade84. Today we have the Silver State 300 at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Got a great race for you guys tonight. We're back in action. Last week had a bye week. For the NASCAR Heat Pro League, it was their finale. Of course, a bunch of our guys. I want to say, what is it? 11, 10 of the MBN Cup Series drivers, Pocono Raceway Cup Series drivers, participated in it, and they put on one heck of a show. But Jay, we haven't been in the booth together for about, I think, 3 weeks. Last time Martinsville, I was sick, so I didn't in the booth. We had workmen. Could you please give everybody a rundown of how Martinsville went, if you could, if you remember?
Well, Martinsville went. Fluffy dominated the race, and we had cars get together off of turn 4, and he had nowhere to go and ran right into the back of them. And no caution came out, and he didn't end up winning the race.
Well, there you have it. I mean, Fluffy, it's because I was in the Cup race. Fluffy dominated the Cup race as well. Fastest car by a mile. I think at one point he was first place, and second place, I think it was Jobs or Diesel, I want to say, was like 12 seconds behind him. I was in 5th place, about 18 back. So, it'd be a shame. But, yeah, Martinsville, it brought some good racing. There was a lot of good racing in the Cup race. That's not what we're here to talk about, though. So, the point standings going in, as we just had qualify. Guys just finished qualifying. We got a little late start here, but guys just finished qualifying for today's race at Las Vegas, Silver State 300. But going into this race, the points leader, by a mile actually, will not be participating. That is the 51 of New World Order. Is still driving back from the Pro League events, so he won't be able to be with us today. But he has a win this season and a 14-point gap over second, which it means he possibly still could have the points lead, because last place gets 10 points. That's kind of last place points here at MBN. So he will not be participating. He'll get 10 points automatically. So Voltage in second has to get past 156 points, which means he will need just a decent day, honestly, because if you win, you get 40. So if he gets no stage points and finishes in the top 5, he will get the points lead. So Voltage in second. The first non-Toyota will be Jerem Keffer in third. 4th is NOCO in the 19, another Toyota Camp. 5th, Smoke Z-Mog, the best Ford. 6th, Daytona winner H-Route. 7th, the 18 of New World. And 8th, number 1 of that one guy. And the cutoff line, you have 9th is From the Back in the number 9 car. 10th is Red Lag in the 60 for Roush Fenway. 11th is the 5 of Trey. 12th is the number 22 of Diesel Rothgeb, who has only made, 2 starts. Marcus E. Dub runs 13th in Roush Fenway number 6. 14th is Big D in the number 77 for Penske. 15th, Titans started the season late, but he's had 2 really good weeks. He is 15th Sinnings, the number 99 for Roush Fenway. 16th, Deadpool, number 21 for RCR. 17th is now Crocodile, and the number 2 for RCR, and that is all your Ronin Imports drivers. So yeah, that cutoff line, there is that one guy's not racing, actually. So 8th goes to Will, so there is only so it used to be a 10-point gap. There was a pretty big gap between the 1 and the 9. And now, with that shrunk, is now a 2-point gap between Will and From the Back and Red Leg, and Trey is 10 back of Will. So we still got a very close battle for that final cutoff spot, as that's only race 5 of 22 out of the 15 race regular season. That goes for both the Cup Series and the National Series. Both have 15 race regular seasons and then a 7-race playoff. So now, Jay, as the order is getting set for the race here tonight at Las Vegas, who do you think's going to get done? We have the qualifying times, so we do not have the exact order. Who you got your eye on tonight? Not who's your pick to win yet, but who you got your eye on? Who do you think is going to be stronger?
Who do I got my eye on? I'm going to have my eye on NOCO in the 19. He's been running consistently. Last week at Martinsville, I believe he got into a wreck with some other guys and didn't have the finish he was wanting, but yeah, NOCO, he's been very consistent, so let's see if he can keep that up this week.
the way qualifying went down, seems that like the Toyotas are just once again lightning fast. Toyotas are really fast, and you also got the Roush Fenway camp. They look very fast as well. Titans, let's see, what is he in? He's raced the defaults, and he won, what was it, Vegas Trucks? Not mistaken?
I believe so.
Was it Vegas Trucks? He won that, and then he was so close to winning Auto Club in the Xfinity Series, but he got into a, I think it was 3 to go incident, which sent him back to, I think, 5th after he was running in the lead. But I got my eye on him. Titans number 99. He's had 2 very strong weeks. His first 2 weeks running custom setups for MBN, and he's proven he belongs here. So we're going to see what he can do. I got my eye on him. You said, like Jay said, he's got an eye on Noco out of that Toyota camp. But we'll see. Orders getting set. See if we can get. Last week's winner was Jake, so that's a new. Let's get Fluffy. He's at a custom car smoke switch. Can you get Fluffy in here? Forgot I'm not the host.
We'll invite him.
Let's get Fluffy in here. Just gonna go over to the custom car section.
Alright, send him an invite. Hopefully he joins.
Go to my party screen for a second here. Alright, you got a copy, Fluffy? There it is. Oh. You got a copy, Fluffy?
Sure do.
There we go. Is your party audio set to allow?
Yes it is.
Okay, this is Fluffy here. He's driver of the number. I forget what number you were. 16?
16.
Driver number 16, Ford Mustang for the Roush Fenway Xfinity team. They all run custom cars, so it's easy to tell who's who. But Fluffy, once again, very fast cars. It shows you are on the pole for, I believe, this is 2 weeks in a row. I think 2 in a row.
I think.
If I'm not mistaken. So yeah, you've had fast cars for almost the entire season now. Last week 2 weeks ago, I was not in the booth, but from what I saw and heard, had the fastest car to start the Cup race, and the fastest car did not win the race. After 2 nights in a row, like you had at Martinsville, how do you bounce back from that here at Las Vegas?
Well, like I said before, 2 weeks ago, after the race at Martinsville, it's a crap situation. You have a fast car and something happens, and it's just it's very unfortunate. But like I said, it's early in the season. We have plenty of races to go and bounce back our consistency and get back out there and win some races for Roush Fenway and basically the Ford camp for our team. And hopefully we get it done here tonight. Hopefully we get off that rocky start from Martinsville and start looking into tonight and tomorrow night for the Cup race tomorrow night and the race tonight here. Hopefully, we finish strong. That's basically what our game plan is: to stay out of trouble, finish strong, and bring the car home in one piece.
I just realized Fluffy is not on the points chart. That is weird. Okay. We'll get that sorted. Yeah, Fluffy, you've had a bunch of good weeks here in the Xfinity Series and Cup Series. You've been a contender. You won, I believe it was Atlanta or Auto Club. You won. Correct?
Yeah.
Auto Club? Auto Club? So, yeah, you've been very strong all year in both series. What are your goals? I mean, because we're enough races in where everyone's starting to line up where they should be in the points, in their group. Are you looking, since you're already looking very well for the Cup Series points and pretty well for the Xfinity Series points? Um, what's your goals for the rest of the season? It kind of just right around where you're at, the fourth, fifth in points. Or are you trying to go for the regular season championship and make sure you get a good head start in the playoffs, which is many weeks ahead of us?
Well, I mean, I'm not looking for far into it. I just take it one race at a time each week. I do, have that goal set in mind, but that's not my main priority right now. I think it's just basically just get out there, stay consistent, stay out of trouble, bring the car home, finish strong. That's basically our goal. And later down, into the races, the races wind down, and we're about to going into the about the end of the regular season there. Then that might come for me, but right now it's too early to really have that goal. But that goal's there, but that's just not my main focus right now. It's just basically just get this car to victory lane and just stay consistent and stay out of trouble.
For sure, man. Jay, do you have any questions for the pole sitter for Las Vegas, then driver number 16?
I was just going to say, starting on the pole, how do you think tonight's going to go? Do you think there's going to be a strategy play out, or do you think it's going to go green the whole time?
You really never know with these races. There could be strategy played out. You just never know. Our strategy basically is just stay up front, stay out of trouble, and just be consistent, and just be up there towards the front with all the other guys, and just can't make any mistakes on pit road. Can't have any issues. That's just basically our goal tonight. Just no issues. Just finish strong. Bring it home.
Got any more questions for our pole sitter here, Jay?
No, that's it.
All right, we'll get you back out there on the track, Fluffy. Thank you for your time. This has been Fluffy, driver number 16 for Roush Fenway Racing in the National Series. He'll be sitting on pole here tonight, and it should be exciting to see what he can do. So we now have the start order. Of course, you guys know that Fluffy's on the pole. Invited to be in 2 minutes. Actually, should be coming now. Invites are out for the race drivers, so broadcast will be invited here soon. The starting order for the race, the Silver State 300 at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, it goes like this. Row 1, like you said, Fluffy, driver number 16. Outside pole, you have the number 20 of Voltage. Row 2 brings NoCo in the 19 and Titans in the 99. Row 3 brings the 79 of Trey. Trey. That's correct, 79 of Trey. He starts 5th, and starting 6th, the 6 of Marcus. Row 4 brings the 61 of H-Route and the 7 of Jerem Kepper. Row 5 brings the 22 of Diesel Rothkep and the 12 of Smoke Z-Mog. Row 6 brings the 9 of From the Back and the 77 of Big Destroyer. And starting at last, row 7, P13 goes to the 60 of Red Leg, and I believe that should be everybody, correct?
I believe so, yeah.
We had 6 and 7 qualify, so yes, that is all. The 18, I'm not sure if the 18 of New World Order is racing as well. That is another possibility, but if he does, he will be starting P14. If he doesn't, we'll have a 13 car field tonight. So now we've seen the qualifying order, Jay. We've seen everything. Who are your picks? Why don't you give me your straight-up pick for the race and your sleeper pick? Who do you think is going to be sleeping tonight?
When you mean by sleeper, you mean like who I think?
Yeah, who you think's going to do good? I said that wrong. I know. Who you think's going to do good under the radar? Who's going to do good under the radar?
Who's going to do good under the radar? I mean, I'm thinking H-Route's going to do good, man. I mean, he's been getting some flack from the drivers in the field, how he keeps getting to other people, but I think he's going to do great tonight. I think he's had a week to think about what happened at Martinsville, and he's going to run out here and just be good tonight. I picked a win. I got to go with Titans. The number 99 starting fourth. Those Roush Fenway Fords have been fast all season long, but I think these mile and a halves are going to get them tonight.
Alright, sorry, I didn't want to accept that invite while you were talking. Blue screen here, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about that for a quick second. We're going to get into the lobby. And there we go. But so my picks. My pick to win, well, I'm going to go with I'm going to go 20 the voltage. He's been really strong these past couple weeks. He pretty much is guaranteed to take over the point standings unless he just finishes dead last with no stage points, which is highly unlikely when you're starting P2 and you're as fast as he is. So I'm going to go voltage in the 20. My sleeper, I'm going to go with a 9 from the back. He's been a decent car. Honestly, he's now into that top 8 in the standings. Wants to prove himself. Wants to show that those JRM cars have speed. So he's going to be, I think he's going to work his way up there tonight. I think he's going to have a good race. And let's see, full paint scheme preview here. If we got anybody special, I see Jerem Keffer in the throwback number 7 here at Las Vegas. That has not been ran yet. And then I have Titans is going with a black and pink looking car today. Trey in the 79. He is in a silver, what's that, silver, purple, and green, I believe. He's starting P5 right here. Smoke Z-Mog in the Hunt Brothers 12 here, the red and green Mobile Ford Mustang. Big Destroyer in his normal Mountain Dew black 77. Marcus E-Dub in the black, yellow, and silver number 6, or orange, I believe. Next up, NoCo. He's running a different green and black car, the Juniper. Red Leg, pink and white, number 60. And from the back, the red, white, and blue, and number 9. As long as your Pulsar Fluffy now with a red and silver look. But as I come out of turn 4 of the pace lap, all 13 cars lined up, ready to go, as they are now in the restart zone. It is a green flag, and we're underway here at Las Vegas, as the 19 did not get a good restart at all. As you see, Jerem Keffer, who qualified P10, is now up to 5th.
Up to 5th after getting by the 19 and NoCo. Seems like may have been automatic for some reason, not too sure. But just did not get through the gears right as we go into turn 3 here for the first time. And Fluffy's got a nice lead.
Yeah, Jared Kepler actually started 8th and got there, but Smoke Z-Mog, you gotta mention that, he started 10th and he got to place 6th. So the entire inside line from 3rd on back pretty much lost a ton of positions. The only one who did not lose any positions, of course, was your Pulsar Fluffy. But as you see, Marcus here, who started 6th, as you said, the outside line got a great jump there, or just got a better start than 19. He's now up to 3rd.
Up to 3rd, but the top 2 have a little bit, like probably about 2 car length gap to back to him, as we have the Fluffy and Voltage 1-2 right now. Fastest 2 cars I've seen mainly all season so far. First 4 races, these 2 have been the class of the field. Always up front, and right now they're 1-2 again.
Yeah, Fluffy, Voltage 1-2, Marcus 3rd, Jerem Keffer is now up to 4th. And you see 5th place, that's NoCo. He shows he has a fast car. He's had some trouble in the restart. He went from 3rd to 7th, now back up to 5th. He's going to try to keep working his way back to the front.
This looks like Marcus got into the wall a little bit here. Looks like he's going to have to give up the 3rd place position, maybe even 4th, and have NoCo back up to 4th and a little contact with them. And yeah, he's going to fall back to 5th right here. We're on like lap 3 or 4.
On board with Titans here, the number 99. He has a great view of this battle for the top 5. Titans started, I believe he was on the outside lane as well. He was P4, correct? 99 started P4. He has fallen back to the 6th position as NoCo and Keffer are both past him. Going to try to make those positions back up.
Yeah, Titan was around like 4th and then hit the wall a little bit, so that's why he fell back here. But we got a little battle for 3rd looking like. NoCo looking low, the 7 not going to get there actually. He was looking, just didn't have it. The run on the backstretch, the 7's going to have it, and the 6. Marcus E-Dub's going to look high maybe, looking, just going to stay in line actually.
Yeah, if I'm these guys right here, 3rd on back, I'm gonna try to push our way. I'm gonna try to work. I want to work together. You know, we'll work together to get to these top 2 as Voltage and Fluffy. They're just running single file. They want single file. They want to get away from the rest of the field. So, I mean, you have 3 different manufacturers: Chevy, Toyota, Ford, running 3rd, 4th, 5th. So it's you're kind of these guys, I'm competing for them or competing against each other. I really don't want to help them out, but then again, you really, if you work with these guys, you're all going to be at that top 5 or the top 2 here soon.
I mean, yeah, I mean, these three guys are just staying in line, it looks like. Looks like they're shuffling a little bit, but not trying to make any passes. And I think they've actually caught the top two a little bit. Looks like Fluffy's actually driven away a little bit from Voltage, so I don't think their draft is going to be as strong as these three cars will have it.
Yeah, Fluffy, like, oh, we got 61, a little loose off of turn 2. He saves it, though, falls back in the line as the Fluffy is starting to pull away from Voltage, but the rest of the field has caught on to this pack as Voltage makes a pit stop. Very early short pit here for Voltage. He might be thinking, I'm just going to come here, take 2 tires, might go fuel only. Who knows what the 20's thinking.
They can make it on fuel right there, so it's not a terrible strategy. I think he's going to have to go a full run on fuel, though, to make it. I believe the first stage is like 25 laps, and they can make, I think, 14 or 15, so I think the 7's also making his way down pit road here.
The 6 is making his way down pit road as he's on the apron trying to save it. Oh, the 6 got on the apron and spun out coming onto pit road. Marcus E-Dub lost a lot of time there to cover. He even got passed by the 22 of Diesel on that pit entry.
Fluffy also pitted, but the lead goes over to the 12 of Smoke Zemog now, making his way down the pit road. Gonna be giving the signal to go down, and Noco's right behind him. I guess Noco's gonna go down pit road too. It looks like a bunch of cars going down pit road here.
Yep, 79 and 61. The only one out was Noco. He got woed down. He was going in very fast. That got me a little nervous. But that, and he also brought the big 77 Big Destroyer, 99 Titans, 19 Noco. And you have your new leader, I believe it's the 79.
Of Trey, yes.
79 of Trey is your leader. That gives the second position to the 61 of H-Route. And still not pitting. Third is Red Leg, and fourth from the back. Those cars have also not pitted. And here they both come, 79 and 61. The 60 and 9 stay out. Red Leg will lead the lap as he is followed by the number 9 of Will.
9 of Will. I'm just trying to find who will be the leader after this, because Fluffy, I think he sped on pit road, because he is not near anybody. He was right ahead of Voltage, and now I think they're about half a track away from each other. Yeah, like almost half a track. So something happened there. I'm not too sure. I'm not sure if Fluffy just took 2 or no tires and just took fuel, or that was Voltage pitting down a lap earlier than everyone else.
Red Leg stays out. The number 9 of Will, he went down pit road that lap. So Red Leg trying to lead some laps here. Trying to get that count total up.
Being with Fluffy here, I mean, I'm on board with Fluffy here, and Marcus, look like he spun out in turn 3. I'm not sure if his car's just really loose or what he tried to do to make up that time for missing pit road, really, kind of. He spun out coming down pit road, so I don't know if he took 2 and the car's just too loose or what, but I'm not even sure who's leading right now. It looks like, well, right now it's Red Leg's leading. He hasn't pitted yet.
Yeah, Red Leg is still staying out there. He wants that pink and white and yellow car to get some camera time. So it's rushed from Waymobiles. And RPMs are dropping, and here comes the 60 down pit road, bringing that AdvoCare Ford Mustang to pit road for the first time of this race. And it looks like there's Voltage way ahead of the field. It looks like he took no tires, from what they're looking like. And you see the Keffer, Big Destroyer, Titans, Noco, Diesel, H-Route. Then there's Trey, followed by Will. Wow. Is this Fluffy? And then the next car you saw on your screen was Fluffy, followed by Smoke Zemog and Marcus. So it was like Smoke Zemog and Fluffy had troubles getting on the pit road. Obviously, we saw Marcus hit the apron and spin out. But looks like Voltage will regain the lead here as you see Red Leg just now getting out of his pit stall, and there goes Voltage, followed by Keffer, Big Destroyer, as we said. Noco, Titans close up the top 5.
Yeah, I mean, Voltage hitting down that lap early, also having a nice gap over third place. I mean, him and Fluffy came down. Well, he actually pitted a lap before Fluffy, but I mean, I think that lap extra is just giving him this big gap. But will those tires come to effect. Maybe that one lap that he's gonna have to last is just gonna be too slow. I'm not sure if Kepler only pit. I think Kepler only pitted one lap after him, so it's like a 1 lap difference. So it should be pretty even actually. So I'm not sure what's gonna go out.
Yeah, that 20 car looking very strong. I mean, like I said, I can't tell if everyone else, because the gap isn't that much spread as it was. I'm pretty sure the 7, looks like the 777, they took 2 tires, Voltage is none tires. Pitting out early in the run shouldn't have, gained him that much short run speed with short pitting, as Titans is now falling back even more, as he is, I want to say he is now in the 8th position, as we called his name out, and he was in P5. That lets you 61 of A-Trout in the top 5 with 6 Trey, 7th Diesel, and, like I said, 8th Titans.
I just don't see how taking no tires here would be a strategy. I think that's just the gap that Voltage had on the field, and then just pitting a lap earlier, getting those fresh tires on sooner than everyone else. I believe that's what it is, because it's kind of like the same order, except Big D here in the 77. I do not remember seeing him top 5 before. He's here and he's looking for second actually underneath the 7 right now.
Yeah, battle for second is the 77, trying to battle the 7 of Keffer. This is Big Destroyer. Going to back up the corner, look low on the 7. Keffer's going to get that run off the high side though, and he's going to gap him down the front stretch.
Right there, 4 to go this time by for the stage, and looks like it's going to be a battle for second. Was the leader of Voltage is just gone from these guys. As the little 4th is actually now Noko, and 5th I believe is the 61 of H-Trout. I mean, they're also battling for positions, battling for more stage points.
Remember, with how this series works, you get top 5 get stage points each race. Oh, Trey Trout loose off of turn 4, saves it. 19's going to pull away from him. 79's going to gain on him. But how it works, the top 5 is so crucial to get in stage no matter how big the field is. Top 5 you want, because that gets you extra points. The first place car will get 5 points in a playoff point. Second place will get 4, all the way down to the 5th place position, which will give you 1 extra point. So all these guys will be fighting as the battle for 5th. I mean, top 3 look like they've had their spots locked up. Not as the 7 will automatically finish second. It looks like they will finish second and third unless 19 catches them. But that battle for 5th heating up as the 79 of Trey looks inside of A-Trap.
Time by was 2 to go, so about a lap and a half to go right here for stage 1. 61's gonna be looking low, looking high, but don't count out the 22 Diesel Roscoe. He's right behind him, and he's just been stalking these guys, so I think he's looking for a stage point as well.
79 gets a little loose off the corner, had to back it off. As 1 to go in stage 1, Voltage way out in front. Here, actually, no, that lead has shaved off drastically. The 7 is about a second, I'd say, off after it looked like it was 3 or 4 seconds.
The 20 may be running out of fuel. Maybe he's trying to save.
Keffer is gaining a lot on him. I think he'll run out of time, though, as Voltage will win stage 1. And the battle for 5th, it looks like the top 5 went to A-Trout. We'll get 5th, as we had Voltage 1st, Kepler 2nd, Big Destroyer 3rd, Noko 4th, 5th, A-Trout. Those 5 will get points, as Diesel Rothkip came up short in 6th, Titan 7th, I believe, and Trey 8th. As here, we're going to put in a link in the chat here. This is a GoFundMe for our local family in Charlotte who's trying to say Keffer note. This is short from Jerem Keffer. It's your story. So one of Kepper's family friends lost all their belongings as well as their pets last night in a fire. We're posting the GoFundMe in the chat. If you can't, donate anything you can. This would be a great cause. If you can't, anything, child clothing, anything would be very helpful for this cause. The link is in the chat, as we said, in the YouTube chat.
YouTube chat, but here we go, back for stage 2. Looks like Voltage and Keffer are going to be on the front row.
Hit Voltage and Kepper here. As we're back in for stage 2, Big D third. The top 5 stayed the same. Let's see. You got Chevy, or you got Toyota, Chevy, Ford, Toyota, Toyota. So once again, even with pretty much what we would call as 2 of the top 3 Toyota runners not in this field as both New Worlds, as we were talking about, Toyotas are still running strong.
Toyotas are still strong, but I'd like to keep my eye on Fluffy as I believe he sped on pit road. That's why he's so far back. But he's starting in the back of this pack, so he's going to work his way up to the front. He's already on the inside line. Looking for maybe 4th or 5th right there.
Yeah, we have an onboard here of the 11th place car of Smoke Z-Mog. Great view of the field here as he's trying to work his Hunt Brothers Ford Mustang up the field. He's going to push fellow Ford, the number 68 Redleg, past his teammate actually in the 22.
Past his teammate, but we have Voltage out front right now, just holding the lead. He's got probably about 3, 4, probably about 5 car lengths back to battle for second between Keffer and A-Trout, but it looks like A-Trout was gonna just stay back in third. The outside lane's actually making a run with Big D and Noco back there.
Yep, on board here with Noco, number 19, pushing forward the Ford number 77, trying to looks like getting around on the 61 is Alliance teammate. The 61 car is aligned with Joe Gibbs Racing. Oh, 77 gets the walls. They're going to be 3 wide for the 4th position as Trail on the inside, Noco in the middle as he now is on the outside, 2 wide.
2 wide and Fluffy looking for the outside of the 79. Not going to get it. He's actually going to get, looks like he's going to get passed by the 99 of Titans, his teammate. Titans maybe looking for another spot. No, not going to look below the 79 there. Would have been a little too aggressive there, but the battle for the lead is Kepper is driven up there and just drove by this morning. It looks like he's side by side with him. Not going to clear him yet, but I believe this corner is going to get him.
Yep, 7 of Keffer being pushed by 61 of A-Trout. A-Trout's going to put him 3 wide, and he's going to back out. He thought better. Is there 3 wide back there? No, 19 clear. And there were 3 wide for the 4th position back there, 19, 16, and 79. Oh, 79 gets a kind of a bad entry, washes up, and Titans will put him 3 wide as the 77 backed out of it. Thought better. Oh, the 19 loose off a turn 4, makes contact with the 16 and the 61, and there are 4 wide. That thing I want to work out, and it does actually. Wow. Oh, but because of that 4 wide entry, Redleg washed up the track, and that gets into Noco. Noco's car looks like it is very ill handling. He is loose. He's gotten loose off both corners to pass the lap, so he's like he's going to fall to the back and just try and get that car sorted out.
And just look at third right now, Fluffy. He has made his way from the back of the pack too. Right in third. Will actually get passed by. Looking like he's going to get passed by Titans. I think he's going to actually hold him off from the outside.
There's going to be 3 wide for the 3rd position. 77 to the middle, backs out of it, and Fluffy in that 16 should get the run off the corner to clear his teammate. Now he does. He's going to look low to the 20 of Voltage, and Fluffy is going to look for the lead here inside of the 7 of Jerem Keffer. And Fluffy still peeking at his door, but the 7 looks like he's going to get the run, or he should, as the intensity is heating up.
Keffer just trying to hold everyone off on the outside as Voltage is up there with him, but it seems like he's just maybe he got a little loose there. He was coming down, maybe he's trying to get a run. I think he knew it was clear actually. So looks like I think the outside's gonna work here though.
It's the 7 pitting. The 7 did signal to pit. It looks like. Yep, 7 signaled to pit. Everyone else did not see it that way. And the 7 in the air. Jerem Keffer goes spinning. Marcus involved. The 6 of Marcus Edub, and that brings out the first caution of the race. Also involved the 79 of Trey, 12 of Smoke Z-Mog, the 60 of Redleg, 77 of Big Destroyer. So Kepper signals he's pitting. He does.
Yeah.
I got a really delayed stream here, my bad. Trying to get that worked out. So he does signal. I may have said he was on the high side, dove low onto the apron almost to signal he's pitting, and I guess the rest of the field didn't see it that way. The 61 was the first car to make contact, which for anyone who's Anyone who's been a part of this league, seen this league for the past couple weeks, D61 has made his name known, to say the least. As, like I said, I had a feeling some people were going to see that as he didn't signal. Some people probably saw it as he was on the top side and just got loose, but either way, Fluffy, number 16, regains the lead here as he has Voltage in the 20 to his outside.
I mean, that honestly, that's what I thought he was. I didn't think he was signaling. I think he was just trying to get it back to the inside. But as we go back to racing in stage 2, Titans and Fluffy, 1-2 teammates right now. I think this is gonna be a battle between them two, or Voltage can send it right here underneath the 99. Looks like he's gonna look, and he's gonna give it to him. Titans.
I honestly hope, remember we were in the booth at Auto Club last race, we were together, and I was saying the 99 and the 16 to work together because it's 2 Fords, 2 Toyotas here, and as you see, it's right now, the Toyotas in 3rd and 4th are now 2nd and 4th, and Ford's 1st and 3rd. They need to work together, but it looks like he's going to fall back to the pack, as right now, the 5th position, making a move to the outside of this 19 of NOCO, that is the 9 of From the Back, now into the 5th position, needs some points. He's on that cutoff line. He's 8th, as I know we're very early in the season, race 5 of 15 of the regular season, but he needs every point he can get to solidify himself into that top 8.
Every point matters in this series, so if you're right on that cut line, you definitely want to be getting some stage points. As it looks like we're single file right now, but I don't think these guys are going to just stay single file on this line, as Noko's looking low the 9 already.
Yep.
There, he's going to get a run. Oh, a little contact.
Little contact for this position. This is an extra point. Remember, NOCO is pretty well into that top 8. Oh, the 9 gets the outside of wall, and he still is in there trying to save the car, and he does, but he'll go from 5th to the 10th position. 9th position, excuse me.
We got a top 4 breakaway. It looks like these guys are going to be... I think these guys are all definitely going to get stage points unless Noko can get up there and Noko can bring some cars with him. As the 22, Diesel is in 6th. I think the top 4 may be safe. I'm not sure how many laps are left. Let's check on the...
We got 4 to go here as of now. 4 laps to go in stage 2.
4 laps to go in stage 2. Looks like Fluffy's got this stage 1. You know, not going to need a pit. He's got a nice gap for the 2nd, as Titans maybe looking for 2nd. No, not yet. Voltage going to hold on to that.
Yep, Titans at 99 looking for 2nd. Titans as well. It's one of those, needs every point he can get. He started the season late, right on below that cutoff line. So that 99 crew, same as the 16 actually, need every point they could possibly get right now.
3 to go that time by, so we got 2.5 to go right here. Looks like, I think Trout is actually going to go with Voltage when he gets up to him. I think
he's going 99.
He may. I think he's going to go to the outside here, though. Yep,
there he goes.
Yeah. Go high. No,
goes back low. Yeah, I mean, like we said, it's been a manufacturer wars the first couple races of the season. As right now, it's 3 Toyotas in the top 5, but they're almost working against each other, as the 99 is going to almost wash up the track. 19 makes a little bit of contact. They save it, and the battle for 3rd heats up.
Battle for 3rd is heating up as they're
the 61. Wow. Decent rough from the outside. 61 centered it in there after the near contact with the 99. Oh, the 79 in the grass keeps it off the track, off of oncoming traffic. We had the 99 and the 22 washed up the track, and that's going to earn his stage points. So stage points right now, Fluffy way up there, Voltage 2nd, NOCO 3rd, battle for 4th and 5th right here, A-Trout and Titans. And Titans almost gets the outside wall, but Fluffy will win the stage. Voltage 2nd, NOCO 3rd, 4th A-Trout, 5th goes to Titans, and once again Diesel Roth get P6 in the stage. You know Jerem Keffer has to be upset, though. He hasn't won that car because of the incident of him trying to pit. He had put him back to the 9th position.
himself back in the 9th position. As 10th is Trey, 11th is Marcus, 12th is Smoke Zemog, and 13th is Red Leg. As I mean, top 5: Fluffy, Voltage, Noko, A-Trout, and Titans. Seems like these have been 5 of the fastest cars. I want to say the fastest 5 cars, but I'd say all 5 of those cars probably top 7 in the race right now.
So we're back underway here for stage 3. The inside going to get a good run is the 19. Almost made contact 61 on the restart. Toward the teammates battling for that 3rd position.
Stage 3, 53 laps right here, so this is going to be a nice long stage. Not really a sprint for these guys. And we got some contact, maybe a little contact, but nothing major. As we had a battle for 2nd right here.
Everywhere but first, there was a battle. Everywhere but first.
Everywhere but first. As I mean, Fluffy just out front leading, and he's giving himself a little bit of a gap to these guys. So I think Fluffy's just gonna run away if these guys don't get single file here soon enough.
Yeah, Fluffy has a car like no other, man. He, like Martinsville Cup and Xfinity, dominated. Same here at Las Vegas, which is a track that, you know, if you have draft, you should be good. But he's still pulling away from the rest of the field.
Rest of the field side by side. We're like 3rd, well, 4th. 3rd, 4th, and 5th are like side by side right now, as we have Voltage actually getting the outside with A-Trout, as we have 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, all Toyotas in line. Gonna try to run down the 16 of Fluffy.
Oh, the 7 got a little out of shape there. 77 makes a pass on him on the outside. Keffer falls back to the 9th position, just hanging around back here as a bunch of cars off the main pack. Marcus, so the leaders are now in turn 3. Marcus is only in turn 1, so the 13th place 6 of Marcus had something happen to him. Also off the pace, you have Red Leg and P12, and these guys who are almost off of the pack, barely hanging on to the draft. There's 12 of Smoke Zemog and 7 out of Trey. Those guys are running 10th and 11th. Those guys need some points as well.
These guys are going to need some valuable points. It's a good thing that it's the last stage, so there's no more stage points. But this is actually the final position, so you want to get as good as a gap you can, and maybe a caution coming out. Never know. Maybe a missed signal come out again. Ooh, looks like 61-19, little contact. 19 way up the track after that. Going to fall back.
Yep, 19 goes outside. He hits the outside wall right in front of the 7 of Keffer. And that, once again, Keffer just put in an unfortunate position. 77 will pass him again. And with all this action, this has led to the 12 and 79 get back up to the pack. This is the 12, 79 about 2/10 off the 12. But, yeah, right now it's the battle just for 2nd on back as Fluffy still pulling away. But they've been side by side. I wonder what these guys can do if they get single file. As Titans look to get the outside wall, he'll lose some spots.
Looks like they had a little hop from the 9 from the back. They made a little contact, and not sure if that's what sent him in the wall, if he was already going to hit the wall, but definitely had a little bit of help there.
How many laps can you get on a fuel run here? 25?
No, definitely not 25. Probably like 15.
50. Oh, wow. I was way off. Okay. It's around 15, 16 laps. This should be or a 3-stop race, if I'm not mistaken. 3-stop race from here on out. 2-stop?
I think 3 stops will get it done.
3 stops? As the top 5 still battling hard, as we're on board with Keffer here. He's a great view of this great battle. And about the 4th, 22 of Diesel Rothgibb, 9 of Will from the back. As in 99 and but the 12 will both work together. 4th working together on that outside. 99 goes to 5th, 22 to 4th, and then the 9 car, my sleeper pick, goes back to 6th.
As he goes back to 6th, as Fluffy is right up front leading. This still got a nice big gap. I don't know if these guys are catching him. It seems like they get single file and they're like gonna catch him and then right back to 2 wide.
Oh, one car way down the apron brings back as a 9 from the back. He is able to save it though.
Oh, contact between the 22 and the 99. They went up all the way to the wall. I think the 22 got tight and then just made contact with the 99, and they both went up the track, both losing positions. And those are both Fords. I think they're probably in the party together, just talking about what happened. And there's the 9 getting below the 22.
Yep, looks like the 61 trying his best along with the 20 to catch the 16 of Fluffy, as they're now single file. I think I'm back until the 6th position, but off for 6th between the 9 as the 9 hits the apron. A little contact with the 12 as the 19 is, okay, it must be different on my screen, is making a green flag pit stop here. 19, the first car to head down to the pits. That is Noco. Looked like he hit the apron, but he saved though. Nice save.
That's one car coming out pit road. I'm expecting some more pits coming in. Doesn't look like anyone's giving a signal down the backstretch though. They may still go green. Maybe the 19 is going to be off strategy here. Maybe taking 2 here, because I feel like if you do 2 stops by 45 and then you'll have like 8 laps left, so maybe a 3 stops, but having one of the stops be at 2 tires isn't that bad an idea. It'll be like half a run. So we'll see if that works out for him, as hopefully these guys will pit soon so we can actually see how far off he will be.
Looks like some cars starting to pit. The 20 drops down to the bottom. Pretty much let 61 go. He may be pitting right here. Nope, just went to the bottom. No, my bad.
He's just running the bottom.
Yeah. That's goes kind of hard because you have guys. Also with Kepler's situation, he went to the bottom, but you could have passed that off as he just got loose off of turn 2 and just saved it by going to the bottom. So I mean, to signal you're pitting, I would say you have to go below the apron or way down there. You see like the 22 right there, Diesel, and pretty much as low as the 99 as of Titans.
61.
Whoa, 61 with a weird pit angle. He's going to lose a lot of time doing that.
Not gonna actually lose a lot of time.
Oh, well, not much time.
Right with them.
Yeah, but he was a couple car lengths ahead of the 99, and he lost a good 3 car lengths on him. So he went to the conservative approach. He went below the apron. A lot of guys, if you sing on that pit road, the driver etiquette is okay. He's singing pit, run the high side, but he decided to go to the apron so to make sure there was no problems. But Titans let him on pit road as red leg in the 60, as you saw, just came off of pit road. Oh, the 20! The 20 spun getting on the pit road. Voltage in the 20 goes around.
20 goes around going on pit road. Not his first time coming down pit road and spinning out. So that's
correct.
Not his first time spinning out coming down pit road, but he's gonna lose a lot of time, as I think he was like 2nd or 3rd, right? By that time, he was right up there with
He was
Trout.
P2.
P2, and way behind now.
Pit road now. You see is it the 60? Well, the 6 now down pit road. Marcus making his green flag pit stop. 9 from the back. We really saw it because he spun right in front of the 9. So the 9 probably lost some time as well. Fluffy down pit road as he's now coming out. 77, the Big Destroyer, coming out as well.
I'm going on board with the 19 Inoka. As we said, he pitted a few laps before everyone else, and right now it looks like he's got a nice advantage.
He's going to get the lead.
99, 22, and yeah, here he is. He's going to take the lead from the 16 of Fluffy. So great call actually to take the lead, I believe. Well, actually, right now the leader's a 7. Is he still on pit road?
See the 20 way back here. He is as Jerem Keffer, doing a Jerem Keffer thing, as long as possible, stretching that field to everything he can get, make to the end. He will see Noco first. As of right now, Noco first. Fluffy second. Fluffy's going to go ahead and pass him though. So it puts now his 3rd Titans. 4th, I believe that is 4th goes to the 22 of Diesel Rocky up 5th in the 77 Big Destroyer.
This is Big Destroyer. We have 61 running 6, so 61 running 6th of A-Trout. But I think these guys are gonna catch the 19 and 19 may fall back. But I think that was a great call to get some track position. Maybe a caution would come out, like right now, and everyone would come down and pit, and he'll be second instead of being sixth.
A caution, honestly, there's one guy who would honestly not like to see a caution. It's because he's no longer racing. Voltage spun out on pit road. I don't believe he blew a tire. If he did, that'll be the same thing as Atlanta blew a tire on pit road, but the 20 machine has retired for the race, so that'll be an automatic 13th place finish for the 20. He will get 13th place finishing points, as we said earlier in the broadcast of our last place point system, where if you don't race, you get 10 points. That's not how that works for Voltage. He will get 13th place points plus whatever stage points he got. Like we said, he had to gain... How much was it? He had to gain for the race?
He had to
12?
gain 24. He had to gain 24. He was 12 back. Oh, he was 14 back. So 24 would be the gap, since 51 would get 10 points for not making it, so it'd be 24-point gap.
Yeah, so he had to have a 24-point day, which I believe, I'm trying to get how it works, so 13th. So second will get you 35, so 12th should be 25, if I'm not mistaken.
12 would be
so 13th, 24. So if he didn't get any stage points, he got
stage points.
Okay. So
we can't count out Keffer though. He was only 1 point
That's
behind
right.
Voltage. So if Voltage is getting 13th place points, Keffer can get a top 5 here. He'll be the points leader.
That's correct. So JRM Keffer in a position, I think he's the only one in a position right now to take the points lead, because Noco, who was 3 back of Keffer. That's right. So right now, the points lead doesn't really, it's not 100% matter right now or early in the season, but it's always nice to have. So right now, Noco and Keffer will be battling each other. And Smoke Zmog, he's also up there, but his day has not been the greatest. So it looks like Noco and Keffer will be battling for that first place spot in the points.
One pit stop has already been made for everyone, as Fluffy is just left the field actually right now. He is just gone. As the field's entering turn 3, he's already about halfway through the corner, seems like, and right there he's going to the line as the guys are coming off of turn 4 right now. He's built a nice gap in Titans. He's running second right now. That's my pick to win, and he ain't gonna win in second place, but it's hard to beat.
Whoa, the 61 just sent it into the 77 right there. Moves him up the track. I couldn't tell if he got a piece of the 22 or the 22's had a bad entry, but little contact there. Nothing 100% major. Could have been accidental, or could have been a hey buddy, I'm a little faster than you, please get out of my way.
Could have been a little accidental, but I think no one really lost anything, since it didn't affect Titans and everyone's still right in line with Titans.
Right. As this is the pack, this says second through six in this pack. Jerem Keffer. Oh, Diesel. Did he get the apron right there?
I'm not exactly sure if he got the apron. It looks like 22. The 22 have a flat tire or something? Whoa, I've never seen a car just handle like that going on the backstretch. Like he just stopped and there's the 19
he
going
didn't blow a tire.
Road. He didn't blow a tire with that.
Must have just got crazy loose off the corner. We'll have to get back on the tape there. The old Jerem Keffer on board. Go check out his YouTube.
The 19 missed pit road. The 19
he missed pit road. Wow.
It's either he spun out and missed the entrance, or he just completely missed it. It looked like he was getting to slow down enough to get there, but he's gonna lose a lot of time after that.
So the 19 will now make his pit stop. As does he join the 60? Made his pit as well. He is now coming out of pits. He pit at the same time the 19 wanted to.
61 giving the signal to come down pit road this time by, and yep, he's gonna come right down pit road. Is he gonna speed? It didn't look like it. It seemed like he was going the same speed coming in right there, but maybe a little different. But 60 is coming off pit road now as
the 6 car. Marcus, he makes his green flag stop.
Fluffy going to turn 3 right now. He sees the 60. The 60 is almost a lap down from right there. Yep. But the 16 is just he's just keep running. I think he can make it a few more laps. Remember, the 19 pitted like 3 or 4 laps, I think, before everyone else. So thinking, well, I guess the 19 was trying to pit 2 laps ago, so he just pitted then. So maybe we'll see some more of the upfront guys pitting like 2 laps.
61 now makes his exit off pit road. 99 of Titans brings the 22 of Diesel down pit road. As the 6 now exits his pit. 79, he makes, like the 61 did earlier, very conservative approach coming on the pit road here.
Conservative, I mean, you've already seen what happens when you don't see the signal, or someone doesn't see your signal. There's gonna be a wreck, and
right.
Fluffy, I think Fluffy is coming down pit road this time. I don't think he really needs to give a signal. He's got a big enough gap.
That's,
I think he can get down pit road, and it looks like he was coming this time. Yes, he is.
Yeah, that's usually the etiquette. You know, if there's really no one behind you, there's really no need for a signal. But if you're really in a huge pack of cars, do anything you can to try to show your signaling. The thing about Keffer, though, is he wanted to pit. We're talking back on Matt Keffer with his incident. He was signaling. Looks like he wanted to signal to pit. He did, but just because he's on the outside, he couldn't really do the very what's the word I'm looking for here? Obvious. Hey, I'm pitting. Go below the apron like that. He didn't have the opportunity to do that. So.
Well, he did get clear, like he was on the bottom when he did, but I never saw him actually put any wheels below the white line. So
yeah.
like I said, I thought he just got loose off of 4 because that's kind of what it looked like. It looked like he kept turning off the corner and then went right to the bottom and then went back up.
You could make that argument. You could make that argument. I will give you that, though.
That's what I thought, so that's going to be controversial.
I could see, you could go either way. You could think he signaled, you could think he got loose of the corner. I mean, it's not like it's obvious, oh, he just didn't signal, or he obviously signaled. But the attempt to signal obviously didn't get to the 61 or rest the field, or not rest the field, but some guys in the field that caused the caution. So you see guys like Trey go below the apron in turn 3 to make sure that there's no troubles, as A-Trap did earlier. But now down pit road, as you see, it is the 9 from the back and the 7 of Keffer. Keffer staying out as long as possible. 9 on his same strategy as the JRM cars have entered pit road.
JRM cars on a strategy in this race right now. As Keffer is still the leader, as I believe Fluffy will pick it up once he gets it. Titans has actually gained a little bit on Fluffy, I believe. Yeah, he definitely has gained on Fluffy a little bit, and there's a few guys with him. A-Trout in the 77 and Big D, Big Destroyer, so these guys are catching a little bit. Maybe Fluffy didn't get down pit road as good as he wanted to.
Fluffy, though, you can take as long as you want. Well, not as long as you want, but you could lose a couple tenths going on pit road because you know you're going to pretty much almost pull away from the rest of the field.
As I was just saying, as Titans was gained on it, it looks like Fluffy is just pulling away from him again. As Fluffy will take back the lead, and trying to figure out how many laps are left. Coming up to, I know Red Leg has 9 laps of fuel left, and there will be 22 remaining. So yeah, one more stop everyone should be good on one more stop. No one's gonna make it without pitting from here. There's too many laps left.
How many laps do we have to go?
22. Well, this time it's 21 for the leaders. 21.
You think the 7 and the 9, they stay out very long. Do you think they might do a little 2-tire strategy here?
Maybe a 2-tire stop. That's what I was saying. I was thinking Noko was doing that as he pitted early, and he was on a completely different stop cycle for everyone else. But like we said, he missed pit road, had to go lap around. I think all that time that he was gonna gain just went out the window right there.
Right. As he is way off the pack now. But I feel like if you're Keffer and Will, Fluffy is just way ahead of the field. He's on his own island. But if you're Keffer, you're running in the, let's see what position he's running in. Son of Keffer is running in the 6th position. His 2-tire strategy could potentially be making him run with those 2nd through 4th place cars. So a 2-tire strategy is not an awful idea. He now goes past Diesel Rothgate for the 5th position making him the only Chevrolet in the top 5, as he was already in the top 5, actually. Never mind. But yeah, I feel like if I'm Kepler, this 2-tire strategy could get me where those cars at, the 2nd through 4th place cars. So I mean, 2-tire strategy is not lost. I mean, it's not like, well, if I take 2 tires, I'm just going to stay here. Nothing's going to happen. He could potentially get a top 3 here and solidify himself as the points leader even more. But yeah, this top 5 though, very far ahead from the rest of the field. You have the top 4 way ahead. And you have Kepler 5th, Diesel 6th, bound for that 5th spot, or bound for that last top 5 spot.
I mean, it looks like Kepler. It looks like the same gap between Kepler and the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th is like almost the same gap as Fluffy has on 2nd. Maybe a little bit more between Kepler and the guy in 4th place, but I mean, right now we have Big Destroyer in the 77, 99 Titans. Just in line, and Trout was right on them, but now he's losing a little pace on them. I don't think he can keep up with their draft. I think these 2 guys, the 2nd and 3rd, have really good cars, and just trying to show how much speed it actually has tonight.
Yep, battle for 2nd, 99, 77, 2 Fords. Remember, the 77 is out of the Penske camp, and the 99 is out of the Roush camp, so these are not teammates. They are running the same manufacturer. These are not teammates. You have to address that with the custom cars, as there is a lot of custom Fords in the field. Even a custom Chevrolet.
Bunch of custom cars for the Ford, since there's not that many in the game right now. As we got battle for 2nd, that's going to let H-Rock get right back up to the bumper for these guys. So
who's H-Rock going to go with, though?
I think he's just going to go with whatever line he thinks is better.
Yep. The outside is good for conserving tires, so I mean the outside, if he wants to try to make the end, no problem. Oh, no, he's going to pit, which, as we said, you know, if you're by yourself, which he was, the last car in the pack, nobody near him, you really don't need to signal. But he also brings
the 7. 7's also down.
19 is hitting pit road. 61 hit pit road. The 60 just came out of the pits. The 7, yeah, that's. Unless Kepler takes 2 here. We'll see here. We'll see how much time begins on the 61. It also brought down the 79 of Trey. 6 of Marcus comes down.
Watching Kepler's stream, he's taking 4 in a gallon. Make it full, so.
Oh, he's taking 4? Okay.
Wow, okay, that was on board at the 61 there, and the 6 just came down pit road and just clobbered him. I think the 61 was trying to come out, but I think he's not going to lose any time with that, but. Let's see. Yeah, 7's also going down pit road. Looks like the same gap they had.
Yep, as the 99 now down pit road. 6 is now coming out. Little in-game confusion there on pit road. 79 makes his exit. 12, the 77, Big Destroyer. He now goes down pit road. 6 is coming out. The 16 comes out of the pits, same as the 19. I believe the 19... 16. Did the 19 speed? Because he is, I don't remember him being that close to the 16.
The 19's a lap down, for sure.
19's a lap down.
With him missing the 5th one time, yeah, he's definitely a lap down. Unless there's some kind of, I just don't see him being right behind Fluffy like that.
No. The gap is still the same with the 61, 19, and those cars. The 12, you see him coming off pit road as well. As who is this? That's a 9 from the back. Is he in the 5th position? 4th position?
Right now from the back is actually leading because he hasn't pitted yet.
He's leading, so the number 9 from the back, leading some laps today at Las Vegas.
Big Destroyer just now leaving the pits in number 77, and he's fallen back a little bit from 61 of H-Route and 99 of Titan, so he's lost a little bit of ground, but maybe these fresher tires will bring him right up to him. I'm not too sure how draft plays in effect here, so we'll see how this goes.
Well, so the 9 car might be doing that 2-tire strategy we talked about as he lets his team owner Jeremy Kepler go here and go into turn 1. Kepler now has unlapped himself, so we have 6 cars in the lead lap. As you see Kepler who just passed 9, P6. First car 1 lap down at the moment is the 22 of Mr. Rothgev in P7.
Right now, the 9 is coming to 11 to go as the race leader. So well, he's coming to 11 to go. Not going to pit here, so maybe a 10-lap run. If he pits this lap off a 10-lap run, maybe on 2 tires. I don't know if you can. I know if I have a run here, I don't think I'm making this. I don't know if I'm making this on 2 tires. I think my left tires are going to pop.
Yeah, I feel like
this long of a run.
If you're going to do a 2-tire stop, I mean, it has to be. I say the max, complete max is 8. That's like barely making it. You could probably go 6, 7, safely 5, definitely. But you know, past lap 8, it's just I feel like you're stretching it as he's staying out. So the 9 obviously has had this plan. He's not just staying up for his health.
Yeah, I think he's been actually thinking about taking 2 tires here. Maybe gonna steal some spots here. I mean, right now he's leading. I think he was running probably around 8th or 9th on track before the strategy was coming into play. I mean, he's definitely not going full throttle around this track right now.
Oh, you hear if you can hear the engine sound, the RPMs are very low. He could be saving some fuel. I don't think he can go all the way, personally. I don't know if that's a strategy. Remember, because a couple laps ago, he got passed by the 7, let the 7 go. He is easily near the 5-second mark behind Kepler now and Diesel. So, some strategy coming into play. And let's see, he is middle of the backstretch, and Fluffy, so he has about a little more than half a track ahead of your second place car, Fluffy. So we'll see. I mean, if he can go all the way, I would love to see it, but I feel like he's losing too much time.
Right now, 7 to go this time by. Can he make it all these laps? I thought it was going to be impossible to make. I believe it was like maybe 22, 23 laps of fuel. He's going to stretch it if he can. He may be looking for a caution, too. You never know.
Yeah.
Maybe the 7 and the 61 get a little together, you know? Find each other on the track, and 7 doesn't give 61 any room.
The 9 makes his entry down pit road. Very conservative. As there goes the 12 and the 6, they unlaps themselves, and right there, that's red leg, never mind, he unlaps himself. And here comes the 16 of Fluffy to retake his lead.
At least saying a Fluffy back into the lead. Can't we say we didn't expect Fluffy to take back the lead though, like that?
Oh, yeah, it was expected. I mean, it was. Yeah. I mean, no matter what, with that gap, he was expected to take back the lead. But unless he was able to save enough fuel, which was very unlikely. Was there a caution, or was that just my game? Okay, never mind. Sorry. The 16 dropped RPMs like crazy, so I thought there was a caution.
Trying to figure out what positions are actually right now, because I believe Big Destroyer maybe 4th or 5th. Is there anyone right behind him? Is that 19 running second right now? I can't tell, because I know the. Okay, never mind. Now he was 6th because what's his name? The 9 from the back was right there. So no. Well, now we have Jerem Kepler in 5th, so top 5 will go as Fluffy, Titans, A-Trout, Big Destroyer, and Kepler. And Noko is a lap down. That is.
Noko lap down, had a very promising race going, but A-Trout tonight. This is the battle for it's 2nd through 4th, correct? 99, yeah, 61, 77.
That is 2nd through 4th right there. Fluffy is coming down to get 3 to go this time by.
Yeah, Fluffy, unless a caution comes out, that 16 has just solidified himself as the winner for tonight's race. We probably just changed it. Caution probably about to come out. But you never know what could happen. But right now, the Ford's extremely fast. Its Fords are positions 1 for Fluffy, 2 for Titans. Those are both Roush Fenway cars. Then you have 4th Big Destroyer, which is a Penske car. And then 5th place, who is in 5th place? Is that...
5th is Kepler.
So that goes to 6th, Diesel Rothkip. So yeah, you got Ford's positions 1, 2, 4, and P6. So with only Toyota car in P3, and then the only Chevrolet in P5. So Ford's, they're the ones controlling the race today.
Right now we have a battle for third between Big Destroyer and the 61 of H-Route. They're making a little contact on the backstretch. It's like
Yep.
99 running high, maybe just trying to conserve those tires. I think these guys are really just trying to stretch on tires. I think that's why the 99's running high. I think he's just trying to conserve tire right there.
Right. Is this the one to go flag? Oh, the 61 just blew a tire.
61 just...
The 61 had just spun out on the outside wall. He goes to the apron to not cause any ruckus. It is the one to go, brought to you by Ronin Imports. As here is your leader, Fluffy, off of turn 4, and Fluffy finally gets it done at Las Vegas.
If he gets it done at Las Vegas, but Trout, no, what a promising day for a top 5 for him. And he's just spun out again.
Noco even blew a tire there. So here is your top 5 finishing order. Here's the finish order in general. So Jerem Keffer blew a tire coming to the line. That's how close it was. He pit on the same lap as A-Trout. But your finishing order goes Fluffy P1, Titan second, Big Destroyer in third, Keffer, the lone Chevrolet in fourth, and fifth, Diesel Rothgeb. P6 is Marcus after getting caught up in a couple of incidents. Seventh goes to Smoke Zmog. Eighth from the back. Ninth goes to Trey. 10th, Redleg, if we could get the rest of the order here. Where's Redleg? It's actually not crossed the line yet. I don't believe.
Looks like Redleg is going to finish 10th. No, maybe. I'm not sure who's getting 10th.
Oh, HR got him. Oh, what a shame. What the greatest battle you didn't see right there. Wait, did that count?
I'm not actually sure.
Nope.
I'm waiting for...
61 got him. That was the battle for the top 10 position right there. Literally crawling to the line. So 10th will go to A-Trout. 11th, Redleg. 13th was obviously Voltage. So that means 12th went to... Now we gotta use...
12 was Noco?
Noco. 12 went to Noco. So the Toyotas that have been dominant the first couple weeks of the season finished 10th, 12th, and 13th. And now the Fords, looks like they have taken the torch as the manufacturer to be reckoned with, as they finished first, second, third, and fifth. We'll be getting it Fluffy, Titans, and who else got third?
Big Destroyer was third.
Yep, Fluffy, Titans, and Big Destroyer. All Fords, so this should be fun.
Alright, Fluffy, gonna send him another invite. He's already got access to the party, so maybe he'll just join celebrating. Gotta find him though. Really on the list. His name starts with an X, so I'll have to down my list.
Just the search F. Just gotta think of search F.
I got it.
But do you really? Oh, come on. Of course, all 3 top guys were custom cars.
To show their cup cars, except Titans, I think.
I'm just gonna go for the custom car and change the number. Thanks everybody for choosing custom cars, and then y'all getting top 3. Thanks a lot. That's a lot of work. Never mind, I'm not doing that. All right, where's your cup car, Fluffy? What cars are you in? 16. So we'll go Old Stenhouse. Oh yeah, I forgot he has a Pro League car technically in here. There we go. September paid pack. Fluffy, I assume your mic's on always allow.
Yep.
So Fluffy, we talked to you pre-race. You said you expected to be up front, which you were. Dominated the race, I believe. Got the maximum amount of points you could get. Correct? Pole, both stages in the win?
Not the first stage. Not the first stage.
Oh, that's right. So almost the maximum amount of points you could get. What'd you get in stage 2? That's what you got.
Stage 2, I got it.
Or stage 1, sorry, I'm at stage 1. Did you speed on pit road?
Yeah.
That's right, that's what happened. Pit road. Okay, there we go. So almost dominated the race. So they're going to speed on pit road. But Fluffy here, he's driving number 17, the PRCS Poker Raceway Cup Series. But because he's in a custom car, don't have the time to go to 16 on custom cars. Here we are. So number 16 in the running in fourth national series. Fluffy, dominant performance here. You seem like the guy that could battle with you. Voltage. We couldn't tell if he blew a tire or just spun out, get on pit road, but he wrecked and then retired that number 20 machine. So I feel like after that happened, it was kind of just if a caution comes out, someone's going to battle with him. But right now, it's just your race. Tell us about how your race went, man.
I gave it away.
It went pretty well, man. You know, stage one, we were doing all right. We were doing pretty good, and you know, we had a calm and collected first, you know, couple of laps there and long run, and when it came down to pit road, I just didn't get on the brakes didn't get on the brakes that much, and kind of sped, and kind of cost me some time there, a lot of time, and ended up finishing 10th in stage one, and then stage two, just slowly creeped my way back to the top 5, cracked open the top 3, and then finally got the lead around lap 4 or 5, and then, you know, it was just basically, you know, I was off to the races, man, and you know, just had to be, you know, consistent the entire run, you know, just make sure, you know, like I said, pre-race, you know, just stay calm, cool, and collected, and just get, you know, as many as positions as I can. If I lose those positions, you know, consistently make my way through the front without no issues. And, yeah, man, you know, that's what I did. Basically, I started, you know, 11th or 10th, starting stage 2. I had to get through traffic, and you know, sooner or later I got up there and took the lead, and you know, thought tires were going to be an issue for me there for a second. You know, I was kind of just babying it a little bit through the final stage, about 10 laps. So, you know, I wanted to get as much as I can out of the tires and then pit and then just make it home and capitalize on a win, and definitely a big momentum boost going into tomorrow night's race here at Vegas.
Yeah, that was a dominant performance. Yeah, Cubs race tomorrow. 4th in the standings there, so look to obviously try and lock. I mean, we're at the point here, as I said before the race started. Any series, it's starting to look like this is where you're going to be in the point standings. You know, the guys who are 12th will probably be around the 9th to 14th area, and that's their group. The guys who are in the top 5, they're going to be in the top 5. But you've been, honestly, for E4, been a dominant performance almost. Jay, do you have any questions for our race winner?
I got one question for you, and other than stage 1 and was this a perfect race for you? Would you say?
I would say so. Other than the little mishap I had on stage 1, you know, I just basically, you know, went with my plan. You know, just stay out of trouble, get to the front, stay in the front, and just, you know, take it, you know, easy. You know, don't run it too hard. Just run my lines and just get it home, basically, to victory lane. And that's what we did, man. And, you know, we capitalized on a win tonight for the Ford Camp. Can't be proud enough about that win because, you know, back-to-back, you know, Martinsville races, you know, we felt like we had the fast car and then got screwed. And just, you know, it's a big relief to finally get a win here tonight. And hopefully this is a big momentum boost for us going in tomorrow night.
Of course, this has been Fluffy driving the number 16 in the Ronin Import Snatch Series, getting his 2nd win of the season, correct? 2nd?
I think it's my first one.
You got Auto Club, didn't you? Or was that Rowdy?
That was, I think it was either Rowdy or Bags.
Oh, well, first win of the season. Wow, okay. But dominating performance in your first win. Congrats, Flippy, on your win. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, guys.
And that is how you max the camera time, ladies and gentlemen. Win the poll, get pre-race interview, win the race, post-race interview. So next will be Titans, yes. Also a custom car, Jesus. Oh. I guess I really don't want to change cars. Is there a 4 car? He runs that on default. What number is he? Titans
No,
99. Okay, that makes it easy.
99 tonight, yeah.
There we go. So, Titans, your priority audio set to always allow. Please make sure it is.
So,
It is. Wow, are you ready? The Titans, P2 tonight, showing off a very consistent start to your Running Imports National Series run. While it did start late in the season, been showing a lot of consistency. Tell us about your night, man.
yeah, I was happy with the car. The car felt really nice. I had to make some adjustments, but stage one had a couple of mishaps. Finished toward the back. In stage two, I started to get my rhythm going, hanging up with the top three. Stage three, Fluffy just established his lead so early. It was just hard for anybody to catch him. He had an amazing car tonight. I don't think anybody's gonna catch him.
Yeah, that 16 car was on rails. So obviously your point scenario, you had a really good point day today with the P2, and you didn't have. Did you get any stage points?
I believe I finished inside the top 10 all three stages. So.
Top 5 or just top 10? Because top 5 was what gets points.
Okay. I think I only finished top 5 in stage 2 in the finish.
That's what you got fifth. That's right, you got fifth. So, still good points day. Nice 36 points day with your second and fifth in stage. With the late start, do you think there's an opportunity to reach that top 8, or are you kind of just here for the ride? You want to get some experience? What's your goal here for the rest of the season 2 here?
My goal is to make the top 8. I mean, it's going to be hard with me starting late, but I feel like with the consistency that I've been showing, I think I can manage to get it done. If I don't, I don't. It's okay. I gained a lot of experience.
Because you also got the default series on Thursdays, man. You're running very good in that. Won the Vegas truck race, so got a lot to look forward to.
Yeah.
Jay, do you have any questions for our second place finisher?
Just sort of give it words of advice. I mean, just keep doing what you're doing, and you'll get a win eventually, man. Just takes time. I mean, having this competition of Fluffy, Voltage, Keffer, and like all the pro league guys, like every week is just hard to get a win. So running second is pretty good in this right now. So just keep it up, man.
I'll say you got to win in defaults, which is still a very competitive series. Just not custom setups, and then second year to a guy who was been lightning fast past couple weeks. No, nothing to be disappointed with there. But that's Titans driving number 99 Ford Mustang for the Ronin Imports National Series. Thank you for your time and congrats on the second place finish.
Thank you for being in the booth.
Yep. Look at that, respectful. Said thank you for being in the booth.
No.
Once again, our custom car. Thank you everybody for running custom vehicles. James are very happy about this.
Custom vehicles be the death of you.
He's 12. Okay, I remember Blaney randomly. What color? It was black, right? And of course, Blaine doesn't run a black car. Oh, this is unfortunate. All right, Big D, is your mic set to always allow, or just allow this party? Okay, this is Big Destroyer, number 77. Ford Mustang for the Ronin Imports Series, but as you see, he is the number 12 in the Pocono Race by Cup Series because we're in a custom car, and I feel like putting 77 on a custom car. But Big D, race, you believe you were caught up in an incident stage 1, not mistaken?
Oh yeah, wrecked. Yeah, I think it was stage 1. No, it was stage 2, wasn't it?
2. I know you got sent the track in stage 2, and that kind of costed you.
Yeah, it cost me stage points. I got third stage 1, so I got a few points. I was in line for points stage 2, I believe, but it is what it is. I mean, I had my best run all season for sure, so I'll take it.
100%. That 77 car looked very fast today. Almost all the Fords. Usually it's the Toyotas that are dominant, but today the Ford showed that they're starting to come in here at the right time, starting to get into the season. So is the Ford camp, do y'all like, I kind of botched that question. The Ford camps, like I said, they came together. These guys are now, we got 4 of the top 5 cars with a 4th place Jeremy Keffer being the only non-Ford. What's y'all's motive going into these next weeks? Because Toyota's been the best manufacturer. They've dominated. Y'all trying to take that, reign back, you could say? You guys want to be the best known manufacturer?
I mean, I guess we're just trying to get back to where we were last season. I mean, last year it was Ford or nothing, so we're trying to get back to that.
Jay, you got any questions for our third place finisher?
Yeah, I got one. Do you think the momentum from tonight that you're getting is going to play any factor in tomorrow night's race? You know, have confidence, being able to run third place here, and then, I mean, a bunch of the Cup guys running this race too. So, do you think that's going to bring momentum to tomorrow night's race?
Oh, absolutely. I'm not gonna lie. I was definitely low on my self-esteem the past couple of races because how bad I'd ran, and still getting used to Heat 4. So I think this reminded me I can still run with these guys. So I'm excited for tomorrow night.
One thing you gotta remember here, when you're running with Pro League guys, tracks like I think it's Vegas, Kansas, Homestead, ISM. The Pro League guys have more experience than anybody because literally I can probably say we've grinded hours and hours for the Pro League races. So to go out, if you're not a non-Pro League guy and you're running out here with Pro League guys at tracks like that, Vegas, Kansas, Homestead, ISM, you're definitely proving something out here.
Glad to hear it.
Of
Glad
course.
to hear it.
This has been Big Destroyer, driver the number 77 Ford Mustang in the Road Pro Smash Series. Thank you for your time and congrats on your third place finish.
Thank you very much. Hope to see y'all tomorrow night.
Yeah. Well, Mr. Hyper.
Yes.
So it was an interesting race for second on back. Great battles throughout the field. Some 3 wide. I think we had a 4 wide even for a split second, but great battle for second on back. Give us your overall thoughts on the race.
I mean, the Fluffy Show, I guess. I mean, it was almost the Fluffy Show 2 weeks ago at Martinsville, but obviously, unfortunate situation for him. But I mean, that's 2 weeks in a row now. He's just dominated the race, had the fastest car by far, and I mean, this week he got the win. So the Fluffy Show, really, maybe this will be tomorrow night. I hope not. I want to be able to run. I want to be able to win tomorrow night. So
Let's say top 10 standings. What, P9, 7? 7?
7th in the standings.
7th, yeah. So you obviously got a good gap here on the top 10, but yeah, I thought it was a fantastic race, second on back. Like I said, the Fluffy Show, 16 dominated. So I mean, that's all I gotta say. Some controversy. We have an admin meeting after this race. So yeah, should be a great one. But overall, I want to thank everybody who joined and watched tonight's show at the Las Vegas International Speedway for the Silver State 300. Thank you to everybody who was in the chat, of course, for watching. Could not do it without you guys. And hopefully you guys were able to share that link that we posted in the chat to help that family out. Other than that, guys, this is Slade J84 and J Hyper signing out. Have a great night, and we'll see you guys tomorrow night at 9 o'clock.